Okay, we are at November the 8th, 1967 at midnight. I'm coming to you from Niles, Michigan. I have to put it in by longitude and latitude down here because it was not on the list, so I've done it by hand. Your sun is sitting on the balance of Libra. I'm going to shoot for this star up here. Definitely Libra. Okay? That might come as a little bit of a shock, but there it is. So let's move. We see Mercury over here in Venus. I'm just going to pull this way and come out a little bit. Mercury in Virgo, Venus in Virgo, Uranus in Virgo. And of course, let's go find our infamous little buddy here. And Pluto in Virgo. So you got a lot going on here. You have the planet of transformation of the spiritual, the planet of transformation of the physical. You have Mercury in mutable earth where he belongs, and you have Venus from fixed earth here. So you've got a lot going on. No wonder your sun hangs in the scale of the balance. And then I'm seeing Jupiter over here in Leo as well. Let's back this up a little more. So yeah, you got a lot going on for you. A lot of change. Change, inner change, outer change, completely transformation with Mercury sitting in its own sign of Virgo, mutable, and then the fixed earth brought over here into the mutable sign as well. Jupiter is sitting in the house of the sun, belongs over here. So if Jupiter is a benevolent planet, that's the only good thing here, is it's saying this, it's not exalted here, but it'll definitely empower this change. And especially for you coming in 2020. Matter of fact, you've probably been going through it with your whole life with it this distinct in your birth chart, where Jupiter and Saturn are not here, but Uranus, Pluto, and Venus and Mercury are. Lots of change. Let's go find Mars. We'll get a little better perspective on all of it when we see where everybody else is at. Mars in Sagittarius, humanitarian sign, fire sign. Mars rules Aries, which is another fire sign. So Mars is comfortable here, and your moon is over here in Capricorn, another earth sign. And your moon is your conscious mind. So your conscious mind is reflecting cardinal earth, which is very dominant. You're probably a very dominant person in that respect. As far as your personality is concerned, you might even come off a little pushy, arrogant. You know the right way, but you, let's see if your voice is in the mutable earth sign where it belongs. Let's find out where Saturn is. We'll come back to the moon. Saturn in Pisces. This is Neptune's house. This is also the house of the Catholic Church, right? Pisces, the Roman Empire. And Saturn is dirty here. I'm just going to put it that way. This is where Saturn gets the bad rap, is an earth sign being here. Aries is fire, water, air, earth. So Saturn an earth sign being in a water sign is not very happy there, right? Saturn's not happy in this house. Saturn is cardinal earth, and you've got him in a water sign, and that just makes more mud, right? You got more mud. You got your moon in cardinal, and the one that belongs in this house is over here in Pisces. So, yeah, it's hard. You got to get to a dry place to dry all that mud out, really. When you take clay and you add that much water to it, then what you're doing is making a mess. But you can also create something very beautiful. It's just when it's created, you have to be very gentle, sit it in the sun or in a kiln and dry it out. And it takes longer to dry out the more water it has in it. And that's why Saturn does not like this sign. Let's go ahead and find out where Neptune is, who actually belongs in this sign. Neptune with the sun in Libra, which is exactly opposite. Libra is opposite Pisces, so your sun is opposite Saturn. Your Neptune is in the opposite house it wants to be in. Okay? Do you get that? Sagittarius is a fire sign. Water is a Scorpio sign. Scorpio is a water sign. This is an air sign. Virgo is an earth sign. So, yeah, you have an opposition to your sun and Saturn. Neptune is in the exact opposite house, where it's across the board from where it's supposed to be. And of course, we've already seen Uranus and Pluto over here in mutable Earth going on for you. And that's a hard road to travel right there. Mars, your action in the humanitarian fire sign, is going to help you out. Jupiter in Leo might help you out. I do not see the sun in Libra, or, of course, you were born at night, so we're back over to Saturn. Saturn is in the sky when you were born, as with the moon. Let's get back over there to the other side and look at being as you're a midnight baby. Let me first pull this back down to right below 0. Put us back on the 8th, because you're a midnight baby. Let's put us right there. Let me go ahead and, yeah, back it up one more minute. And let's go look at what phase your moon is in Capricorn. This might be beneficial to you as well, because it is in the sky when you were born. Just Saturn and the moon. Mars is probably... Mars might be visible, but your sun in Libra at midnight, nah. Maybe. I'm going to say that it is. That way you have... They're both malefic. Mars is only going to do good here because it's in Sagittarius. And here's a clue. Mars is in Sagittarius this past month. It's been moving through Sagittarius. Okay? So if you can work this Mars in Sagittarius now, then Mars is working for you. If your actions are working now, then that implies they did in your birth chart as well. And you'll have a Saturn return. And again, you've already had one, but you'll have a Saturn return again in 2021, maybe 22, closer towards 22, but the end of 21, you'll experience this again. Let's zoom in on your moon. And it's sitting on top of some stars. Castra. And I mean, no, you got a half moon. So half of your personality, half of your outward personality, if that makes any sense. Let's see if I can grab that star right there. No, just Capricorn 37. And that one's not even showing in Capricorn. But we do have Castra over here. Let's pop over into the Arabic and see if we can get a translation on that name. And then we'll pop back to Virgo and take another look at all this mutable earth you've got going on inside and out. They're just going to call it Capricorn 39 now. They won't even give us Castra, which is caster and castra. Basically the same word. Let's back out a little bit. And of course, all the luck, any of your lucky stars are always found in Aquarius or in Capricorn. These two are the lucky ones of the slaughter over here in the horns. In the water of Aquarius, you have the lucky ones of the tent, the lucky ones of the king, the luck of lucks, the luck of the swallowers. It just goes on and on with these two signs in luck. And both of these houses were ruled by Saturn. So Saturn's not too awfully happy about being in Pisces because it is a water sign and he is cardinal earth. So let's come back over here and throw up that Pluto again. Let's see. Here it's showing it a little different. We had a better picture of it in there. But you're literally, your Uranus and your Pluto are over each other. Now Mercury down here by itself, and this is his sign. So fixed Earth that rules Taurus has come over here in Virgo and closer to Uranus. So she's going to deal more with bringing that fixed, stable to the transformation of your outer self. Technology, industrial revolution, transformation of the material world around you, your physical being. And at the same time, here's Pluto sitting right between them, right? That's your subconscious mind, your spiritual, your soul, things unseen. And he's here to transmute this mutable earth and to get away everything that's not working for you spiritually. And I would say even Venus would almost be a hindrance here to keep that mutation from happening. Your love is preventing you from changing into what you were created to be, this spiritual being. Because you love, you're hanging on to the physical. And that's what's going to be forced from you. Unfortunately, that's the hardest thing for us to give up, is what we think is spiritual. It seems to take a back seat to our physical needs, wants, desires. But this can work either way. You probably have some awesome dreams, maybe even visions, especially with both of them right here. And to me, she would be fighting this change when Mercury would be initiating it. She's your heart. This is your communication. Mercury rules this sign, but Mercury's known for the marketplace, which is actually what Libra is. It rules, it's the fastest planet, it's Nike, it's Buddha. You need to go to 9planets.org and get the names of what these were. You won't find Uranus, Pluto, and Neptune because they came later. But Venus and Mercury will be prevalent for you there and probably help you out a little bit. Yeah, I see your heart fighting this. You're fighting this. And I don't know that we can win this game. But I still tell you to follow your heart above all. And I would follow Pluto rather than I would Uranus. But she's here to kick up a muss.